Mayong udto kinatong tanan. Yesterday's gospel on the 6th Sunday in the Easter season, we heard about Jesus telling us that He would ask the Father to send another advocate, the Spirit of Truth, that would guide our hearts and our minds to the fulfillment of the mission entrusted to us by the Lord. And in today's gospel, the same manner in which the Lord tells us about the advocate, the Spirit of Truth that would testify to Him and would also offer us the guide and as well as the strength for us to testify to the Lord. And yet, hearing this is indeed a very comforting and thing in our hearts and our minds. Because to testify to the Lord is indeed a big challenge. It is a daunting task. It is not easy to really live out to the demands of our faith, to testify to what we believe, to testify in the name of the Lord. Because to testify is actually to witness, and witnessing is indeed our vocation as followers of Jesus. It is not just for the religious, for the ministers, for the ordained people, but by virtue of our baptism, we are called to testify. We are called to witness, and we are called to live out to the demands of our faith. However, a very good news for us, because the Spirit of Truth would inflame our hearts, would guide our minds and our being to really commit ourselves to what the Lord is asking us. Kay kung nato ning tan-awon pinaagi lamang sa atong tawhanon nga kapasidad mahadlok ta, o nga atong kahadlok mao na hinungdan nga dili ta mosunod sa Ginoo. O nga atong kahadlok would be a stumbling block to do exactly what the Lord wants us to do. Because with that fear, with that kind of feeling that this is something impossible, this is a tall order, a daunting task, then our hearts would become cold of exerting effort, even by the first step of trying, then we are already a failure in that. Apan ang Espiritu nga naa nato diha sa bertud sa itong pagkabinunyagan, mooy muhatag kanato og igong kusog, mupadilaab sa itong kasing-kasing, aron magiyahan ta, and we can actually, true to our calling and vocation of witnessing and testifying to the truth and in living out the demands of our faith. If we try to take notice, whenever the Lord commands, He also empowers. Whenever the Lord entrusts a responsibility, He would not leave us orphan, just like His words in yesterday's gospel. But He provides the necessary gifts and aid. Imagine He is sending to us the Spirit of God. He's sending to us and He's giving to us the Spirit of Truth, even if we are unworthy of it. Ang Ginoo mismo, diya sa iyang Espiritu mo'y migiya sa simbahan karon o kanatong tanan nga mga binunyagan, so that we can actually do what the Lord is trying to command us. Because just like the words of yesterday's gospel, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. To testify, to be witnesses, is to do the commandments of the Lord as our way of expressing our love to Him. Then therefore, we continue to ask the promptings of the Spirit to embolden our hearts to defend what is right and to defend the demands of love, because this is not an easy task. This is not even a familiar road to everybody, but it takes the Spirit to embolden us to follow exactly what the Lord commands us for our self-fulfillment and the true meaning of who we are as followers of Jesus. Amen.